8th of May. Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua, Behar. Hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Good. Okay. Let's go. Just going to do something for a second. Okay. We go up to Pasuk Hey, I believe.
I think we were in the middle of the Rashi on Pasuk Dalet.
Pasuk Dalet.
Those sees more, I think we were up to.
Right. Okay. Who is reading? I don't remember now.
I was.
You were reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you shall not prune. Shekutzitzin ze mora seha. Because they cut off its vines. What are we talking about here? Let me see. This is talking about the 7th year. You should.
In the 7th year, one's not allowed to do agricultural work.
Right. Right. So on the phrase that you should not prune, it says because they cut off its vines.
I don't, Lou, I don't hear you clearly. Is there something wrong with your mic?
Is that better?
Yeah, much better. Much better.
Okay. So Targumo lo tichsach. The Targum translates it as do not trim. Vidome lo, similar to the word kotim kisuchim, cut thorns. Serufa va'esh kisucha,
Right.
burned by fire, cut off.
Okay, so this is a marshal of Klal Yisrael. They're being harmed by the nations. Okay, so anyway, Rashi's saying that the word kisucha, sichsach, means to cut down. Well, in this context, it means to prune.
Right.
Okay.
That's what you're not allowed to do on Shemitah.
Right. The rule is that anything which is to improve the quality of the land or the quality of the produce, which will grow automatically, that is forbidden. But whatever is le'ukmeh, which means basically to maintenance of the land, which basically means just to make sure things don't spoil and the land doesn't dry out or whatever, that is permitted.
Right.
Okay. Meir, Pasuk Hey.
Okay. Let's see. Hey. It says, Eight Sefiach Kitzircha Lo Tiktsor Viet Inve Nizirecha Lo Tivsor Shenat Shabbaton Hiela Aretz. Okay, so let's see. That's Sefiach. So it's the aftergrowth.
Yeah, what it means, it grows by itself.
Uh-huh. Okay. You should not cut. Okay. And the grapes, Nizirecha.
Okay, Rashi's going to explain what that means.
Okay.
You have cut off, which you have, not cut off meaning in the actual physical sense, which means you have cordoned off.
Oh, cordoned off. Okay. Okay. So you shall not pick,
Yeah, shouldn't harvest.
harvest. Okay. It's a year of rest or will be for the land. Okay, Rashi. Etzifiach kitzircha. Okay. Afilu lo zerata vihi samcha. So even
if you haven't planted it,
planted it, but it sprouted.
right? Sprouted how?
Oh, okay. So from the seed that fell at the time of the harvest. And the hu karoi Sophia. This is what he calls he calls it aftergrowth here.
I can't remember how I called it.
Something that accidentally grows because the seed fell off during harvest. Okay. And then Rashi has lo tiktsur. You shall not reap. Lihiyot machazik bo she'ar katsir. To take hold of it like other harvests. Ella hefker yiyeh l'chol. Oh, but rather it should be ownerless for all to take.
So as you're not allowed to harvest it in a way that you're going to take possession of it.
So a quick question. We have a lemon tree in our yard.
Okay.
And last year, I mean, a lot of the lemons are within reach, when they ripen, when they get big and yellow.
Okay.
So I just put them on my front. It was last year.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent.
So I guess this is similar to that, to make it ownerless.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
The truth is, you're not obliged. We're not obliged to actually put the fruit out.
Oh, really?
But if the other choice is just to have people come in and pick up the tree, so maybe you don't want that.
Right, right.
So that's a good option. What you did, that's to put the fruit out.
Yeah, it became hefker. Anyone could take it.
Right.
Okay, and then it says Nizirecha. I think he said cordoned off.
Yeah.
Okay, Shekin Zarta, the Hifrashta, B'nei Adam Ehen, Velo Hifkartam.
Means so I actually translate you barred people from taking it.
Oh, barred it. Okay. So to keep, so that you should keep, you kept away, and Hifrashta is to separate. Oh, and to separate the people from them. Okay. Below Hifkartam.
And you didn't make them hefker.
Didn't make them hefker.
Didn't declare them ownerless.
Okay. And one more. Lo tivtsor. You should not pick them, I guess. Otam Ein cha botzer ella min ha mufkar. Okay, so Tom, them. Let's see. Ein cha botzer. Okay, so you shall not pick. But move car. So those that are ownerless, move car, you let go, I guess. You gave away.
Mufka means what you have made hefka.
Oh, okay.
So actually saying loisiv to oisam einacha boitze. In words, those which you have barred other people from using, from taking, that you mustn't take for yourself. You
Uh-huh.
must harvest for yourself.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
what is mufkar means what you made hefka, then you can take like anybody else. Whereas the owner of the field is not forbidden to take fruit. Just he's got to allow everybody equal. Now you call it we're an equal opportunity authority. You know, isn't that they have there? You know, say that we give everybody equal opportunity. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So, so too in Shemitah, the farmer has to give everybody an equal opportunity to take from the fruit of the land.
I didn't
Uh-huh.
realize that idea of equal opportunity came from the Torah.
Sorry.
I said I never realized that idea of equal opportunity came from the Torah.
Well, that's basically what hefker is. Anything means that anybody's. Okay. By the way, I'm not going to go. I don't want to go off the subject, but any of you followed the coronation of King Charles, yeah, there were a number of aspects of the ceremony which were taken from the Torah and from Jewish history.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like anointing. He was anointed.
So they
He's king.
poured oil on his head?
Yeah, and not only
Wow.
that, I mean, it doesn't have very much significance, but the oil was taken from Har HaZeisim, from the Mount of Olives.
No kidding.
Wow.
That's
Huh.
interesting. So they somehow they have a lahavdil, they have a Masorah.
Right.
Very interesting. I know I heard that there's a claim that the rock which was in the Beis Hamikdash was taken to England, and it's now the base upon which the throne is placed.
What they call the Stone of Scone or something like that.
So yeah.
But there is a stone still in the what they call the Dome of the Rock. There is a
Right.
rock there.
Yeah, I heard there's a controversy. The British claim that they have it, and the Arabs claim that they have it.
Okay, it's not the first time the British and the Arabs had an argument.
And it's just interesting that it's along the lines of what you're saying, that they apparently they have. This is another example of their quote Masorah.
Right. Okay, let's go on. Pasuk Vov.
Oh, Vav. Okay, that's me. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 Vav. Let's see. Turn the page. Yeah. V'haisa Shabbas haaretz lachem le'achla lecha ule'avdecha ve'la'masecha ve'lis chi recha ule'so shavcha.
Rabbacha.
Pardon?
Yeah. So Shavcha Hagorim Imach.
So Shabcha Hagarim Imach. So the resting of the land for you will be for you to eat. And for you, I'm sorry, not end. For you and for your slave and for your maidservant and for your worker and for the one who resides with you. Yeah, that's it. So Rashi says, V'haisa Shabbos haaretz v'gomer, the resting of the land, etc. Af al pi she'asartim alecha, even though that I forbade to you, the English says the fruits of the seventh year, lo va'achila velo v'chana'a asartim. I did not forbid them for eating or for
to have
benefit. What?
Yeah, or to have hana, to have benefit.
Or to have benefit. Ella shelo san hog
Sinhog, yeah.
sinhog bahem ke va'al habayis. Only that you should not treat them as the owner does. You should not be like to them like the owner. Ella, rather, hakol yiyu savim ba. All should be equal in them, i.e., equal rights.
Right.
Ata u sechircha so shavcha. You and your hired worker and the one who resides with you.
Right.
Shabbos haaretz lachem leachla. The resting of the land is yours to eat. Min hashavus ata ochel. From that which has been resting, you may eat. V'i ata ochel, but you may not eat min ha-shamur, from that which has been guarded.
Right.
L'cha ula avdecha.
By the way, this point over here, there's two isurim which apply to the fruit of shvius, which unfortunately people in places where they don't keep shvius properly, this is a major problem. And these are the two isurim over here. Here Rashi mentions the is of shamor, but if it's been guarded, it's, in other words, it's been, the owner did not make the field hefker, and he doesn't let anybody come and take, as I mentioned before, an equal opportunity to take the fruit, the produce, but he acts with the produce as if it's his. He prevents other people from coming to take it. That's called shamor. And there's another issa called ne'evad, that if it was cultivated during the Shemitah year, it also makes the fruit asa, makes the produce asa to eat. And these 2 points make it most problematic during Shemitah year to buy anywhere, to buy fruit and vegetables anywhere one likes, because most of the places with they do not keep Shemitah, so the produce there comes under these 2 categories. It's been shomer, it's been guarded, it's been prevented others. It was not made hefker, and it didn't. The owner did not let anybody come and eat. Number one. And number two, there also has been, it was cultivated during the Shemitah year. So as a result of these 2 points, the produce produced from the Shemitah year becomes not just fact that it is from Shemitah produce, it becomes forbidden to eat. And that's why one has to be very careful during the Shemitah year to make sure to buy only from a place which has kept the laws of Shemitah. Okay?
And even now, there's still things that you have to be
There's still
careful
fruit.
about.
There's still fruit going around, sure.
Right.
Okay.
L'cha u'avdecha v'la masecha. For you and for your slave and for your maidservant. Lefi shene'amar, since it says the achlu avo
Evyonei amecho.
Evyone amecha, the destitute of your people shall eat. Yachol.
That's what it says in Parshas Mishpatim, with reference to the Shemitah year, right? It says that you have to let your land lie fallow. And then it says, Va'achlu evyonei amecha, let the poor people of your land, poor people of your people come and eat. So therefore, Yochol, I might think.
Yachol, I might be able to think, Yi'u asurim be'achila la'asirim.
La'ashirim.
La'ashirim. That the fruits of the 7th year should be forbidden to the rich with regard to eating.
Right.
Oh, since it says the poor shall eat them, then I might think that the rich can't eat them. Talmud Lomar, the Torah teaches us, Lecha ula'avdecha v'la'a ma'secha, for you and for your slave and for your maidservant. Hare ba'olam, see.
Hare Baalim, the owners.
See now that the owners, va'avadim, and the slaves, ushefachos, and the slave women,
The maid servants, Amurim Khan are mentioned here.
Amurim Khan.
So
they're not slave women?
They are.
The maid
Shifra is
servant.
like a maid servant. Maid servants,
I said slave women. Were you saying I was?
Yeah. No, I mean, just normally women are not employed as slaves. They're more likely to be employed as maidservants. Avodim are also not necessarily slaves. They can be made as servants, just doing housework or whatever. Not necessarily subjected to hard labor. But anyway, but what Rashi is proving over here, we're talking about the kind of owners who have slaves, who have servants. So obviously they must be on a bit of a higher income bracket, a higher financial status than your regular guy. And nevertheless, the Torah said, L'cho, that the person himself is allowed to eat. So that's a proof that even rich people are allowed to eat.
I see. Right.
Okay.
Velis chirecha ule so shavcha, and for your hired worker and for the one who resides with you, af hanichrim.
Af hanochrim, or I got af hagoyim. Okay.
Oh, hanachrim, even non-Jews.
Right. So non-Jews are allowed to eat shvius peres, fruit of the shvius year of the Shemitah year. Okay. However, and this is what people are not necessarily aware of, you're not allowed to take produce of the Shemitah year to take it outside Eretz Yisrael. has to be eaten only in Eretz Yisrael.
Oh,
So next day from now, well, it's not very much again now, but next time Shavuos comes around, we'll make sure you've got luscious oranges or luscious summer fruit, peaches, or whatever that they have a din of Shavuos, right? They came from maybe from Bezdin or something like that. Only to be eaten in Eretz Yisrael. Can't be taken outside. Are you allowed to take it to Elat? Good question. I don't know. Ask your local rabbi. Okay?
good point.
Oh, because Eilat is not part of Israel?
No, Pashtus not.
So why is there a question? Isn't it Pashut?
The Chayr, yeah, Chayr is not much of a question. Right. There's some discussion whether the land's close to Eretz Yisrael, but then, okay, take on for simplicity's sake that Pashtus is also to take it to Elat. Okay. What do they do in Elat when how do they get their fruit and vegetables? I do not know. Okay, maybe it's grown locally. Okay,
If it's grown locally in Eilat, it's fine, right?
right, yeah.
That's just like if it's grown in America.
Or also, yeah, if it's grown in America, it's also fine.
Right.
In fact, it's interesting. For various reasons, there are some people who are makpid here in Eretz Yisrael not to get involved with the Kedusha Shvius or whatever, not to get involved with Shvius produce, that the entire Shemitah year, they import fruit and vegetables from Chutz La'aretz.
Right.
Some
It probably
others,
hurts
some
the farmers.
yeah, whatever. Some others, because the Maisa, the Torah tells you, because here it tells you la'achla, right? Which according to some opinions, that if the Torah tells you that it's for eating, it's a mitzvah. Every time you have Shvius produce you eat Shvius produce during the Shemitah year, yeah, then you fulfill a mitzvah. Because the Torah tells you it's supposed to be for you for eating. There are such opinions like that. So somebody only brings you from Chutz La'aretz is missing out on that mitzvah. Okay,
Wow.
each to his own. Okay, Pasuk Zayin.
Okay, let's see. Believe him techa v'lachaya asher bi'artzecha tiyechol tevuata le'echol. And your chemtecha, like domesticated animals,
Right.
and chaya are more like wild, I guess,
Wild animals, correct.
which are on your land.
Which are in your land, not on your, whatever, in your land.
Oh, in your land, right. Yeah. Okay. All the they will be able to eat all the produce, I guess. The vuata.
All your produce, all its produce shall be for them to eat.
Okay. Rashi. The domesticated animals and the wild beasts. Okay. Im chaya ochelet. Let's see. So if it's a beast,
Meaning, if a wild animal is allowed
wild
to eat,
animal comes in, he can eat it in the
right?
seventh year. Okay.
So
lo kol shechein.
certainly, an animal, a domesticated, is allowed to. Why?
Okay.
That
Because
you are obligated to take care of the animal to provide it with food.
right. Okay. Believe him techa.
So one second.
What does it mean, or why does it mention your domesticated animals? Makish behema lechaya. Let's see. compares the domesticated animal to the wild ones. Kol zman shechaya ochelet min hasadeh. Because I guess the wild animals eat from the field.
Right. So that's what he's saying.
Achel livchem techa. You have to mean habayit, but you have to feed your domesticated animals from the house.
What it means is, as long as long as the chaya is eating from the field, meaning that the fruit is available in the field, then you allow to feed your domesticated animal from what you have in the house, what you've gathered in the house.
Mm-hmm.
However, carry on.
Okay, so so if it's been finished for the wild one from the field,
right? Meaning, if it's no longer available for the wild animals in the field, you may no longer give your domesticated animals from what you have in the house. Which basically means as follows. From any particular kind of fruit, each fruit has its own, what's called zman habiur, which means the time when you have to remove and no longer eat this fruit.
Mm-hmm.
So the Torah is telling you, as long as the fruit is available in the field, that's when you're allowed to eat, if you have that fruit, that type of fruit in your house. But if it's no longer available in the field, then you're no longer allowed to eat what you have in the house. And rather, you've got to make it hefka. This is called zman habiur, the time when it is removed from outside the house, from the field, then you must remove it from your house as well.
Wow.
That's why I don't know if you were familiar, anybody who had oitze bezdin grape juice or wine had to, this past Pesach, Erev Pesach, he had to declare whatever he has in the house, but except what he needed for Seder night, basically. He had to remove all the other wine and grape juice, which he did not intend to use on Seder night. He had to take it outside and make it hefka.
Oh, wow.
However, even that hefka, Chazal made things a little bit easier for him, that he was allowed to make it hefka in front of three people, three of his, it could even be family or good friends, that he knows they're not going to take it. And then afterwards, after he's made it hefka, he can bring it back into his house as long as he doesn't claim ownership over it.
Does he have to leave his door open then?
Sorry?
Does he have to leave his door open?
No, he doesn't have to leave the door open, but anybody who come knocking on his door and says, I saw you made everything hefka there, that nice Merlot wine, right, that you had for thing. Yeah, maybe you can give me a bottle of it. So the answer is you've got to give him the bottle.
But only if he asks for it. Only if he figures
Right.
that. Interesting.
Wow.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah, I think we'll stop here. Okay, we got up to the end of basically the doors of Shemitah over here, and tomorrow we'll go on to Yovel. That's Pasuk Ches onwards. Very good.
Great.
Fine.
Rabbi.